Oh, the sticker. It's so hot. The sticker on my hat is coming off.
I'm dead.
Fuck. Hell, man.
I'm
Walmart's brand don't play.
I'm sorry. Oh shit.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna hope I don't get you demonetized. Yeah, I would use your shirt or...
Would you like me to grab the other towel for you?
Prostate tickler, that works. Okay.
It's gonna be hard to hold it in the right spot. Okay. We're gonna sit really close like this is a date, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, not there yet.
Oh, shoot.
Shit.
Not on camera, Robert.
Okay. Sorry, podcast.
Alright. Hey, thanks for finally showing up, Carlos. See, it's been so long, I almost forgot his name. Carlos, thanks for showing up, dude.
CFA, glad to be back.
Alright.
I don't even think he's Hispanic.
Why do you get... That's 2 times already on the podcast. You're doing something that's not supposed to be exposed.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
All
Sorry,
right.
Carlos.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rooftop Podcast.
They say that age kills the fire inside of a man.
Today, my guest is Mr. Rob D'Amico, our resident homeboy Italian.
Oh, shit, you remembered.
Yes,
Follow me on
sir.
Snapchat, please.
You go ahead, get all your plugs out the way, and then we'll do it at the end as well.
Okay, Are you?
Fuck. That's
Yeah,
still
I don't
hot.
have any plugs. Let's get this shit show on the road. My balls are roasting on this roof right now. It's 1:15
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, guys. It's been rough. I've been trying to get people on podcasts. It's a little tough, but this man takes the bus, and he still got here. And I don't know what other people's excuses are, but thank you for being here, Robert.
No problem.
Are
2-hour
you-
bus ride.
Yes, and
Fake friends, hashtag.
yes, and I'm giving him a ride home for sure after this. Now, it's roasting out here, and I don't know how long it's gonna be, depending on if the equipment fails. But Rob, how you been? I met Rob back in high school. My second year of 2D, senior year is when I met you, or junior?
Junior year about.
Junior. I met him in my junior year of high school. 2D graphics, or was that through Taka?
I was in both photography and 2D graphics. So
Your junior year?
yeah, junior year.
So then I met him in 2D, I think, in junior year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so does that mean I've known you for 4 years since it's been 2 years we graduated?
Yeah, roughly 4.5 maybe. Roughly.
That's actually kind of crazy to think about, to be honest.
Yeah, we're getting fucking old, man.
Yeah, we are. And then I want to get everyone from that 2D class on. You were thinking about that? A little reunion?
Shout out to Jorge, Isael, Guillermo, maybe Trent.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, yes.
He'd
Yeah.
be down to do
I need
this.
some more mics and a bigger mixing board for that many people, though. I only have 4 slots.
Trent may have the equipment. I know he's a techie guy.
Is he in a band?
Is he a senior now in Clinton?
Jesus Christ, dude! I thought that would be cooler.
Yeah, we have to hold these very carefully because it's hotter than Satan's asshole out right now.
Yeah. It's kind of also, if the audio is not that great, I'm sorry, we're like not able to hold it as close as we'd like with these towels.
And the angle is a little awkward because it's so hot that the sticker from my hat melted off.
Yes, sir. But what have you been up to since I last seen you, which is probably
Grad night.
Grad night. Yeah, that's crazy. I went on a date with Shania after that. You knew that, right?
Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was like my dream. You know how much I would talk about her, bro? I mean, it obviously didn't fucking work out whatsoever.
No.
But yeah.
Who-
You didn't know that?
No, I remember you talked about her, but that's one of those things where it's like she's in like the popular circle.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, you ventured where no nerd or geek has gone before, unexplored
Yes, sir.
territory.
I sure did. And it was real awkward because at that time I was like a bum ass guy and I didn't have a car or nothing, so she had to pick me up, and it was like rough I was not good at like conversation, so it was kind of a little awkward, and she just basically stopped texting me, but it's whatever. Your boy's in a better place now.
So you gotta pick them up by bus. Take 2 hours to see them.
Yes. Is that how you did it?
That's how I still do it. Podcast.
Hey, if she's a real one, she'll stick with you.
Oh shit, none of them have been real. It's been fucking hard.
We're only 20 years old, dude. It's fine.
I'm 19. turn 20 next week.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
What's your address so everyone can send you presents?
123 YouTube Street.
That's exactly his address. Oh, you don't want to dox yourself on the internet?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I saw that, one thing I want to talk about, I saw that you worked at or do you still work at that theater?
Oh, not anymore. Actually, I got upgraded to the Downtown Phoenix Orpheum Theater.
Ooh, fancy.
Because the director of communications who hired me is terrible at communicating. And she always called me in to say, oh, it's urgent, we need ushers. But when I sent her emails about like different job opportunities, because I'm trying to do behind the scenes stuff with the stage and shit, and they just never got back to me, so I guess it wasn't as urgent as you made it out to be. Yeah, the job was a shit show. Plus, I didn't have my own vest. I was always like wearing a Diane vest. I was always Diane or Ethel, something.
Really?
White lady vest.
Was that like all the other people who worked there?
Yeah, I was the youngest one there, and they either thought I was gay for being attached to a theater, or
I'll make sure you hold it up here. Or actually, sorry.
yeah, no, they just thought I was gay.
They just thought you were gay?
No, yeah.
Did you meet anyone cool, or like, was anything cool about that job? I feel like that's kind of like,
I had like, well, you get to see the shows for free for one,
yeah.
and I had a really fat crush on one of these actresses who's always doing the shows there. I messaged her on Facebook, and
Oh, wow.
No,
Well, does
kid-
she know you on a personal level?
yeah,
Okay.
because we have to consult with the actors and actresses, to
Yeah.
gear them up and how the shows are gonna go that night. And I was like, oh, like the show, yeah. And then I don't talk well with girls in person, obviously. So when she saw me in like uniform with a Diane vest, I wanted to kill myself. And like I have like this alfalfa hair when it's like all slicked up too. So yeah, it was really fucking awkward. I barely made eye contact and said like hi like this and with my hands crossed. It was
Hi.
bad.
Hi, great show tonight. It was like something out of a movie where you like couldn't look at her. It's too awkward.
Yeah, like Red October Sky. Have you seen that with Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, I don't think so. Or does it have something to do with fireworks? I feel like I
A
see.
rocket, close enough.
Yeah, whatever. I feel like I saw part of that movie, not the whole thing.
Was it Mr. Did you go to Connolly? You went to Connolly, right?
No.
No. Mr. Ferris showed us that.
I feel
movie?
like I watched it in high school. Someone, I don't know, whatever.
But speaking of Jake Gyllenhaal, do you want to?
Oh wow, what a segue!
Ooh.
His first podcast, he's already
Ooh.
making segues like that. So this is gonna be kind of a spoil. No, it's gonna be spoiler filled.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's has it been a week? You're just gonna basically have to hot potato it till you're here.
It's It's domestic box office. We're talking about Spiderman Far From Home, by the way.
Oh yeah,
The
good thing to mention.
its domestic box office gross is nearing like $1 billion already.
It's been out for like what, less than a week?
Week and a half, I think.
Oh,
It
a
came
week and
out-
a half.
It came out the 2nd.
Let me actually fix this real quick. Keep talking.
So Jake Gyllenhaal plays Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio.
But is he that mysterious?
He is, because if you know him from the comics, he kind of dicks down Peter.
He what?
He dicks down Peter, not in the way you think.
Oh, okay. I was like, because I don't read that many comics. I'll see the movies, but I'm not like
Oh, shout out
that
to
deep into it, you know?
shout out to Spider-Man Reign, where Peter Parker kills his wife, Mary Jane Watson, with his radioactive sperm.
Is
Yeah.
that a real thing?
That's a real thing. Spider Reign, look it up. She gets
That's-
cancer from his jizz.
I'm dead, dude. Oh, Into the Spider-Verse is really good.
Oh,
I want to
fuck,
talk
love
to
that
that
movie.
too. I just watched that like a few days
You
ago.
didn't see it in theaters?
No, I watched it in my room, dog. It was just as good.
IMAX 3D, that was the way to go. That
Oh
movie.
yeah, that would have been better.
It's like an acid trip.
Yeah. Did it for you? Did Spider-Verse like? I like the style, but did it have like almost like a 3D effect that kind of was like weird in your eye? Oh, you watched it in 3D.
Yeah.
Never mind. I
Well,
can't.
No, because I was watching on Netflix recently
Mhm.
too, and like my eyes were straining as if I wasn't wearing the glasses and it was still in 3D. It does this thing where the foreground is like obscured and blurry,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like they do that for the style, like actual comic book,
Mm-hmm.
and it really fucking hurts unless you don't have a Blu-ray like 3D glasses version of the movie.
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of weird. I had to like focus on one thing so I wouldn't like strain my eyes. But anyway, Far From Home. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he would. He's not accurate per se, but he is basically a hybrid of how we've seen in his multiple incarnations in the comics, and I think it works really well. The exposition scene on his evil plan was a little forced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sudden, and he literally gave us a rundown about who was involved in like this 15-year plan. Like, and thank you for dicking over Tony Stark, and
Yeah.
thank you for complicated money scheme because I need the credit for Stark technology. But what did you think of him?
Overall, I mean, obviously he as an actor doesn't control the story like that, but his overall like acting, he did a really good job with it. I thought he was a great actor. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, in my opinion, so far.
I agree, very comic accurate.
Yeah, he's one actually looks like a kid.
Yeah.
Number two,
man.
The styles of the movie I think are better than Tobey Maguire's or Andrew Garfield, which is not necessarily their fault anyway. Just now the MCU is not MCU, but superhero movies in general are just more established in the way that they're going to be, especially Marvel films, because they all kind of follow a certain formula. Because obviously they're selling it's a good formula. Formulas work. Like the movies are always usually pretty freaking good.
7 out of 10 minimum.
Minimum.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and then also they just got it down to a T. So like every superhero is going to have every Marvel film at least. DC hasn't seemed to fucking figure it out yet.
Except I liked Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was good.
I have not seen it. I didn't see Aquaman either.
Aquaman is like it feels like it was made early 2000. The CGI is laughably bad sometimes.
But Black Panther was too. But that was still a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie though. So it had something to compensate. Yeah. Also, that fucking Vine joke in Black Panther where Sherry's like, "What are those?" I fucking hate that line.
Cringe. So cringe.
That was like how a white guy thinks a black person talks.
Yeah.
But the director's black. So why are you...
It's just, you have to be so, like, PC about shit that it hurts, bro. Like, just please don't make the joke if it's gonna be that bad. But that's like... They did that for I don't know who. Maybe, like, the 46-year-old white... the Caucasian dad with his son who's flossing, like...
the 13-year-old Fortnite player?
Yeah, like, those are the only people who are going to find that funny. And those are not the biggest audience for a movie like Black Panther.
They probably couldn't understand the fucking themes going into that movie either.
No. But for Far From Home, I thought the CG looked all right.
No, I thought it looked really good, especially in the illusion scene.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was kind of tripping me out.
That was straight from the comics.
That was tripping me out. I was like, holy crap. Now, I knew Mysterio, so I'm not into, like, the comic. Like, I have comics, but I'm not, like, hardcore. Like, I read them and I know, like, how it intertwines with the movies. I just kind of know the story from the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Was the story for Mysterio the same? Like, was he just a normal guy, and were they using, like, technology to do illusions, or how was it in the comic?
Do you want to give me like a brief overview of like his different versions, because that's what like the MCU Mysterio basically is. He's like a celebration of all those versions.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So in the mainstream Earth 616 comics, Mysterio is a special effects artist who, like, he's a failed special effects artist. He can't get work because he's not like he's not pretty enough. He's not handsome enough.
Well, I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal is, but
yeah, they kind of dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah,
0 out of 10 IGN. Fuck.
You gave over. You said he's not. He's a FX artist.
Yeah, FX artist, failed FX artist. And when he sees the success of Spider-Man, he tries to do things like he poses as Spider-Man and does more heroic deeds as him, or he does things to defame Spider-Man, make him look like a bad guy. And what he did in the movie where he'll
keep it like right here.
What they did in the movie with where he betrays Peter, that's ripped right from the comics too, where he acts as his friend and then double crosses him at some point. In other versions, he's like an actual sorcerer supreme with the
like actual magic.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange. That's like in Ultimate Comics and some.
But Doctor Strange got it from the stone, or no, he didn't. Right?
I don't know much about Doctor Strange.
I don't know. I haven't even seen the movie, to be honest with you.
Same here.
I heard it. It's a Marvel movie. It's at least a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
we can skip it.
But I heard it has a trippy scene in it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm biased towards this scene. This scene was fucking awesome. What do you think about the Tony Stark? What he said? Oh, maybe if you tried harder, Tony Stark would still be alive.
Well, overall, like, Yeah, it was meant to like really fuck with him because he was already going through a hard time, just trying to, like, I guess an identity crisis. Like,
Yeah.
does he want to be Spider-Man or does he want to be a normal teen? And like he was like, I just want to be. He wanted to be a normal teen. You know, he wanted to just get with
Michelle, or Zendaya's character, MJ.
yeah, MJ. Which, you know what's funny is everyone's freaking out about the black Ariel, but they didn't give a shit when
Oh, no,
MJ
they
was.
did.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I actually know some people had some very colorful things to say about it.
Did they happen to be elderly and white?
Shit. I don't mean to expose everyone down at the country club, but
Oh shit.
yes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is an adaptation. Like, we both said that Tom Holland is the most comic accurate Spider-Man. That's so true. But like MJ, we haven't seen this version of MJ in the past, and also not to mention she's not a
Yeah.
damsel in distress in this movie.
Yeah. No, she's just kind of like, fuck you. I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Like, she's independent, and she always was. In the older ones, you know, she was always doing her own thing. But this one's almost like, oh, how do I explain it? Oh my god.
She doesn't scream her head off every 5 seconds. when
Yeah,
thrown
she's
off a
like-
bridge.
She'll figure it out instead of calling for Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, she even figures out that Peter is Spider-Man, and she
Yeah.
wails a drone with a mace at the end of the movie.
Yeah. But so Mysterio is basically he's a mixture of all the comic book Mysterios.
Yeah, basically, and it took a little while for me to get used to it, but after I saw the finished product, I was like, okay, they really nailed this.
All right, 1 second. I gotta make sure I hit the record button. I'm gonna be really sad if I didn't. I mean, the audio's still going, so
I'm gonna fucking kill myself, podcast. I'm gonna hold your mic so it doesn't get...
yes, we're recording, but
I'm sorry about that outburst, podcast. My bad. Bloopers, right?
we're a little low on battery though.
Oh, dear.
Check, here and there to see if the battery runs out.
Bloopers.
Sorry, this is a really janky podcast. He will be on again at some point, and it will be more, I guess, prepared. It was just a lot of shit going wrong, really. The heat really is killing a lot of my stuff.
I just want to say when Obama was president, we weren't having these problems at VSKS Productions.
We were not. We were definitely not having these problems. Obama, come back, please, and solve my podcast problems. Come back for a 9th term. The year is 2077. Obama is a cyborg.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was... Oof. Comment down below if you get that reference.
But,
Trent.
oh, what did you think about J. Jonah Jameson? Or
Ooh.
Jonah... Yeah,
We
sorry.
gotta build up to that.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
So the after credit scene, Peter drops MJ for the first time on screen, like the clown that he is.
Mm-hmm.
And we see a broadcast from DailyBugle.net, and who else but J.K. Simmons reprising his role as J. Jonah Jameson. Perfect casting, almost as good as Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark.
Yes.
What was your immediate reaction?
Dude, it just put a smile on my face because I was like, no. And then my dad was sitting next to me. He's like, oh my God, they got him back. And like the whole movie theater, like it wasn't like loud, but everyone was like, you know what I'm saying?
That's respect. Like, even if you're not a fan of the hero, you're like, okay, this man has some street cred.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was like that thing to put a smile on your face, and it's like, shit. How it's like, you know what's funny about is because everyone is supposed to like turn against Spider-Man because of that video, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, can't he just be like, Edith, pull up the actual video? You know, I feel like Edith can do fucking anything.
True, but there's like the implication that a whole bunch of news outlets have it prior to that actually broadcasting, and there could be like a delay in the broadcast. But I think what was the bombshell that James Jonah Jameson showed the whole world?
Oh, they showed Peter Parker's identity.
Name dropped and picture and all.
Mm-hmm.
Mysterio may not be dead. He pulled one last illusion up his sleeve before allegedly dying.
Mm-hmm. Which actually, Spider-Man should actually be okay. This is illegal. You can't dox a child like that. It's actually illegal. Did you know that? If someone commits a crime, if they're a minor, they can't expose their information.
And again, vigilantism is very illegal.
Actually, I think it depends. Not on vigilantism. I'm talking about like the
No, I
child
mean,
thing.
he'll get taxed for something.
Yeah. You know what? Personally, I don't fucking care for Spider-Man. I prefer Night Monkey anyway.
You see that like slope right there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to bull off it, just straight dick and balls.
You're telling me you're not a Night Monkey fan?
It's a little derivative, I would say.
But yeah, that was a good movie. Oh,
That sounds racist. Holy shit.
Night Monkey? Yeah.
No, what I said. Holy shit.
Oh, a little derivative. But the second end credit scene, you're gonna have to explain it to me because I was like, my dad, he's like, wait, let's wait. I was like, nah, they never have a second end credits scene, and he's like, yeah, they had one. I was like, fuck.
And it was really, really. This end credit scene retcons like movies since 2014 when Captain America: The Winter Soldier comes out.
Yeah.
So the credits roll. We see Maria Hill and Nick Fury riding in the car. Maria Hill starts to transform into, or the Skrulls. They've been Nick Fury and Maria Hill have been Skrulls through the whole movie. Not only that,
The whole movie, or like since
Since
Captain America?
2014.
Oh, so it's for every movie since then.
Yeah, and there's little like subtle cues and lines that Talos will say disguises Nick Fury to cue you in.
Throughout the movie,
Yeah, throughout the movie, and
and we just didn't notice it till the end credit.
yeah, so for 3.5 to 6 years now, Nick Fury hasn't been Nick Fury, and he's been leading the Skrulls in like a space station out there, and this could be hinting at Galactus in the future of the MCU.
Wow. The Scrolls. Now, again, I'm not the comic book aficionado like you.
I'm a little dicey when it's not anything but Spider-Man. So,
Oh, okay.
but
So you-
there is an invasion against Galactus led by Nick Fury.
okay. And the Skrulls are people who follow Galactus?
From my understanding, they're very evil in the comic, but I like how they're an indigenous people in the movie that.
I know it's hard. It's hard. You people aren't even used to it. So
I'm a
it's fine.
pro. Oh, you people.
You people. You people.
Oh shit. Hey, Uncle Vinny, it's on. Okay. He's not gonna be laughing later.
But the Skrulls who...
Oh yeah, they're evil in the comics and they're good. They're very what's the word I'm looking for? They're just good.
Intricate. They have good character development. I don't know.
You gotta do with the flick of the wrist.
They're evil, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll find out. Do they look like normal people, or what do they?
Oh, they can shapeshift into normal people. They look basically how they do in the movie.
I haven't seen them in a movie.
And you haven't seen Captain Marvel?
No, I actually haven't.
Oh well.
Funny story about Captain Marvel, though.
Oh boy.
So I was at work, right? And the DVD had just come out, and they have like, you know how they have like those cardboard like setups to where they put like movies and shit on.
Yeah.
Well, they had a Captain Marvel one, and they had just set it up. Well, don't fall, my guy. They had just set it up, and it was in the back room, and it was empty. And I was like, oh, well, it's empty. I guess, like, this is old. So I had Captain Marvel on the side, and I just punched the fuck out of that, dude. I mollywopped that thing, and there was a giant hole in the side. And then our electronics person comes back. He's like, what did you do? And I was like, what? He's like, I just set that up. That's supposed to go out. And I was like, no. So I ended up, like, just pushing everything back together, like, putting some tape on it and, like, hoping my manager wouldn't notice. But,
You don't like Brie Larson, huh?
I haven't seen the movie. Honestly, from Endgame, though, I don't know.
Is it the arrogance?
Kinda, yeah. Like, I don't know, dude. Maybe it was just the haircut that kind of, like, I wouldn't have minded the attitude, but they gave her that haircut, and it made her just, like, it made her look like a fucking dork, to be honest. With the attitude she had,
Yeah.
it didn't seem authentic. You know what I'm saying? It made her look like she was a fucking dork.
Speaking of, what did you think of the scene where all the women like of every Marvel movie just lined up? I was like, oh, we got this, boys, and they all lined up and kicked Thanos' ass. Was that forced or natural to you?
I mean, obviously, in the moment, I didn't really care. Like, honestly, I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, oh, okay. But, I mean, if you, like, go back and look on it, I was like, well, yeah, they kind of did that on purpose. But it's whatever. I don't care. You know, women power, whatever.
Women
like,
powder. I stand Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, but it's like people being mad about Ariel being black. Like, I don't get the fuck. Like,
I'm not even a big Little Mermaid fan. I don't really. Like,
it doesn't matter as long as this movie's good and the story's the same. I mean,
she can sing too. Have you heard her sing?
no, but I know she's like famous on YouTube for like a singing channel,
She's
right?
really good at it.
Yeah, so I don't know what the problem is.
It's just old racist Trumpers.
Yeah, and people were like, it's a mockery of an old Danish story. Like,
Fuck off.
Like, you probably didn't even know it was an old Danish story until you took the time to look it up because you want to be pissed about something. You probably didn't look it up and know that it was an old Danish story in the first Little Mermaid.
Outrage culture. Twitter's a toxic cesspool for that shit.
Yes, it is, but it has a lot of good pornography.
Are our sponsors going to still fund this video?
I said popcorn is what I said. That's why our popcorn sponsors. Go check out Brandon Pop. They have delicious caramel popcorn.
I can't eat caramel because my braces, so fuck them. But
Yeah,
thank you for sponsoring the video.
When did you get them?
Oh, shit. Yeah. I got them like 4 months ago, and I wear them until I'm 21.
So 2 more years.
I won't.
Oh, actually, no, 1 more year in a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't eat Sour Patch Kids. They're my favorite candy. I miss them.
What did you think of Into the Spider-Verse since I just watched that like a week ago?
Oh, I loved it. That is a love. That's
keep
a
going,
love.
keep going. I'm going to check if we're recording because this is janky.
Into the Spider-Verse is a love letter to everything and anything Spider-Man. It introduced a lot of people for the first time to Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, and Penny Parker.
Bro, Spider-Ham was so fucking funny, dude.
He's played by the guy who created Big Mouth.
Oh, yeah?
Nick
Kroll?
Yeah, Nick Kroll. He plays Andrew. No.
That's not who. Not Nick Kroll didn't invent Big
No,
Mouth?
he created Big Mouth, but who plays Andrew? That's who plays Spider-Ham. The Jew guy.
Oh, Nick Kroll is not a Jew?
No, he's a Jew, but the other Jew.
Don't
Don't attack me in the comics.
There's a lot of Jews in Hollywood.
Actually, shit, are they all Jewish? No, Rosa Salazar's not Jewish in that show.
I haven't seen a lot of Big Mouth, to be honest with you. I've seen a few episodes. It's pretty funny, but my fucking girlfriend got me into Stranger Things. Like, I hadn't have you watched it?
I'm up to, like, the first episode of season 2.
I'm at episode 5 right now.
I've been spoiled, so you can go ahead and talk. Like, what happens to Hopper.
No, I'm at episode 5 in the first season.
Fuck.
What happens to Hopper? Why'd you say something? See, because originally she was...
Fuck me.
Yeah. See, originally I didn't really care about Stranger Things. Like, I would just see those pop figures, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who 11 is. And then she was like, we were just chilling at her house, and she put it on, and I started watching. Next thing I know, it's episode 4. I'm like, fuck, this is a good show. Like,
The 80s aesthetic, I love.
yeah, it's really good. But yeah, she got me addicted to Stranger Things. But sorry, anyway, it was a little rant.
I'm not going to speak more on that. Spoiler. It wasn't a spoiler.
No,
It was a suggestion.
all I know is something happens to Hopper. I have some spoilers because, like, before I, like, actually got into the show, she just kind of told me what happened. She, like, I know 11 closes the portal, but I don't know, like, how. She just said she does some cool shit.
Oh, I'm not going to speak more than that. I was about to throw in our spoiler.
Okay.
Shit. I'm like Tom Holland right now.
But yeah, we have, like, freaking Baskin-Robbins Stranger Things ice cream at our job.
What's the flavor, Demigorgon?
We got USS Butterscotch. We got, what is mint? It's like something mint?
Demigorgon mint.
No, it's
11 mint.
I don't know.
Mike mint.
No, I don't know.
Minty
Maybe
Mike.
it is. That's possible. There's Shadow Sherbert, and then I don't know. That's it.
I like sherbet.
But yeah, Porky Pig or not Porky Pig. That's Spider-Ham. That's basically who it is in a
Yeah.
Spider-Man costume. But when he freaking hits who the fuck with the hammer?
Scorpion or Kingpin?
Kingpin.
The-
Wilson Fisk and Kingpin are the same people,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. He looked ridiculous in
Dude.
the movie. I was
I
like,
feel
holy
his
shit.
poor wife.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Like,
He's
could,
definitely
well,
a bottom.
unless his thing is similar to his head.
Dude, his fucking traps went over his neckline.
Yeah, I know.
That's not healthy.
Yeah. Imagine. Oh, did you see on Spider-Man the game his like?
The PS4 game?
Yeah, you know how they had like the descriptions for everyone, like how big he was? He was like 400 and something fucking pounds. That dude's ridiculous. But yeah, it was a very, very good movie, dude. Do you think it's the best Spider-Man movie? A lot of people think it's the best Spider-Man movie.
I struggle with this question all the time. Like, my top 3, definitely Far From Home. It's the best in Spider-Man 2. The original Spider-Man from 2002. Oh, there that goes. And, yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. I can't rearrange them, though, but they're top tier if you're looking for good Spider-Man movies.
And then his poor uncle.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
guy's got shot
let
so
you
many
down.
times.
I'll let you down.
Oh no, you mean Miles' uncle?
Yeah, Miles' uncle.
Well, I mean Peter's uncle too.
Yeah,
but
Peter's. Yeah, I was watching the Funhouse podcast, and they were they're more into movies than I am. Like obviously they're older. They have more time to be in this than I have. But they were saying how Marvel basically ditched the Spider-Man origin story because like basically everyone knows who Spider-Man is. And
even casual fans, it's
yeah,
pretty
and
well
it
known.
was a pretty good idea by them too, because no one wants to rewatch. I don't think anyone really wants to rewatch the original story like that. Like Far From Home and Homecoming were, I think, would have been better than what they probably would have done than if they had retold the Uncle Ben gets shot, Aunt May, this and that.
And they still like allude to it in Spider-Man: Homecoming too, and in Civil War where Tom Holland made his debut. What's your opinion on Tom Holland's performances in each movie since Civil War all the way to Far From Home? Well, you already gave your Far From Home one, but
Homecoming, I thought he did pretty well in 2. I'm trying to remember Homecoming. All I remember is him fighting
Adrian Toomes, the Vulture.
the Vulture. Yeah, that's all I remember, him fighting him on the beach or something. And then like the dance.
Oh, that was that was a dick thing for Peter to do, but it is something he would do. How'd you feel about the scene where Adrian Toomes finds out his identity and it's in like the car? It's like a super tense, no music scene.
Oh, dude, yeah. He's just like looking in the rearview mirror. He's like, fuck.
I was sweating, and then we find out that Adrian Toomes is his date's dad.
Yeah.
That got a gasp out of me. That no amount of comics in the world could have prepared me for that.
Yeah, that movie was pretty good actually too. I mean, I already said that, but Tom Holland, I think his performances in all of them are pretty good.
Definitely consistent. He's
Yeah.
great Spider-Man
What was the famous line?
with great
I don't
character.
feel so good, Mr. Stark. Is that it?
We're not gonna go there. I'm still recovering.
He's like, oh, you're recovering. I'm an Iron Man fan, and he's not coming back. So how do you think I feel?
Oh, he's not?
I hate you. That man's dead as fuck.
Yeah, that scene kind of fucked me up too. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was like, oh, and then when he was like talking to them as a hologram.
Love you 3000.
I told my little sister that. See, I told you people look at us like he's that dude over there to your right is watching us. Well, he was watching us. He was like looking like, what the fuck are we doing? Maybe he
Wait,
heard
what the
me.
fuck is he doing?
He's taking pictures. He probably works.
That is very muddy.
But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about today, sir? We talked about some good Spider-Man movies. I feel like I had some other shit to talk about, but...
Did you want to tell the condom story?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, we were going to tell fucking 2D graphic stories. You go ahead.
So, we were, as we said, we were in 2D graphics in Miss Smith's class for a couple of years. And she's an amazing teacher, one of my favorites at McClintock. And as long as you got your work done, you could still dick around. She didn't explicitly say that, but we did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you just a small taste before we head into this condom story. So whenever one of us would leave for the computer, we would, Trent, he would Photoshop Brendan's body on a child molester. And he would act like he was smuggling him into a white van and said as his desktop paper. We would create folders and rearrange them to say like very racist. Oh, there are 2 people now. Very racist and dirty shit on the desktop.
It was wild, dude. You remember when he made me put Photoshop someone's face onto a nipple? Like,
was that who?
I don't know, but like it was like not like put their face over the nipple.
Their face.
He made me like put their face as the nipple, so it was like all veiny and shit. Like it was gross, dude.
Oh, and then there was all the pictures we made. Wow, we got away with a lot. Holy shit.
We did, dude.
I remember Trent wrote traps as gay on the projector one time, and he got reprimanded. I remember I looked up porn on his phone, and when he left to go to the bathroom, I don't know why he didn't take it. He put too much trust in me. And then when he got back, I heard, for the heavens to hear, "What the fuck, Robert?" And
Miss Smith's like,
and he's like, "Robert put inappropriate content on my phone." He's a good sport about it.
yeah.
He fucking started though by putting gay porn on my desk screen though.
Miss Smith let us get away with a lot of stuff. Like, what other class can you just yell, "What the fuck?" and like the teacher would not really do anything about it?
And we had a very colorful vocabulary, as you can see.
Oh yes, we did.
This is not the tip of the iceberg.
No, it's not. What else?
Shit, we even brought our Switches and DSs in class to play.
I recorded a freaking YouTube video.
He did. He recorded a podcast of our assholery.
It was a
Wasn't a podcast of her
It
giving
wa-
out instructions.
No, it was a video game. Remember, I was playing Cat Mario.
That's right.
I was playing Cat Mario, dude.
And it was dead silent. Every minute you'd be like, "Fuck, shit."
That game is anger-inducing, but I beat it. I beat the first level anyway. Oh, there was this one like at the end of one level, if you don't do a certain jump, I think it is, or if you touch something, it like freezes the whole fucking browser, and then you have to like restart from the very beginning.
Did they do that purposely to just be like?
Yeah, they do everything on that damn game purposely.
Oh shit.
But yeah, you wanna tell them about the condom story with that little preface out of the way?
So Brendan, it was your condom, right?
I actually don't even know where I
Was
got
it
it from.
Yells?
I don't know where I got it from.
We were a group of pimps, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So for whatever reason, it was dead. It was dead silent. It was a work day, and the freshman in front of us, Leah, and the other guy,
And then it was like
Guillermo.
Kurt.
Kurt. There we go.
And then what's that kid with the black kid's name? With
George. Oh, you.
No. Sorry, George, if you're out there. I already apologized to him about it, but I mean, he was really pissing me off, and I punched this kid in the stomach.
No, it was the head.
No, it was the stomach. I punched him in the stomach. It would have been worse if it was in the head, bro.
I mean, one part of me was like, you kind of had this coming. But
Yeah. Another part is like, well,
he's kind of
one of his arms is not very good. But look, he was running around putting tree sap on everyone's fucking shirts, dude.
in my backpack.
Yeah, he was just getting tree sap and just rubbing it on fucking people and their stuff. And I was like, do not touch me with that, George. What does he do? He goes over and rubs it on my shirt. So I grab him and just punch him in the stomach because, like, he's also, like, low-key a dick.
Yeah.
He was just fucking rude to, like, basically all of us the whole fucking school year, to be honest. He had his good moments.
He had his good moments, but that's when he wasn't talking
Yeah.
and doing his work. He never got his work done.
No. That's a class. It's really hard to not get your work done.
Oh, how did Miss Smith? How did you not get in trouble for that? Because it was a fire drill, remember? It was
Yeah, he
during the
didn't-
fire drill.
Shout out to him. He didn't tell on me.
I think if part of him knew, yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah, part of him was like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But the other part, I was afraid of him telling me, too, because I was like, oh, my God, we're like 2 weeks from graduation.
That's
I'm
right.
not going to fucking graduate because I punched this kid in the stomach. But, yeah. Shout out to him for not telling. I apologize to him anyway, so, you know.
Yeah, a bigger person.
Bygones are bygones. Hope you're doing all right, George. He's probably graduated and doing shit by now.
Let's see, he was a sophomore when we were seniors.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, condom story.
So we blew up the condom, and it wasn't like a regular consistent blow. Miss Smith was giving a lesson, and it was like this. And he was doing it in between his legs. Bear in mind, this is all around equipment, very pointy, sharp equipment that could pop at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we were bouncing around like a spring break beach party, and someone decided to use a very sharp Sharpie, a pointed Sharpie, to draw a face on it.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you name it?
I don't remember. Dude, I don't know. We'll call it, I don't know. Did you remember the name?
No, but I remember how we popped it. Do you remember how we popped it?
Mm-mm.
Trent fashioned a spring-loaded crossbow from a
Oh,
pencil.
dude. That shit hurt. He would shoot me with it. I was like...
And then he launched it because he was across the way. He was right next to me. He launched it and angled it like this and shot it like a bow and arrow, like Hawkeye. And it was a loud pop. I don't know how Miss Smith didn't notice.
She probably did. She probably just didn't give a fuck anymore, dude.
Good teacher.
Yeah, I love her. We were all her little chickens, is what she would say.
That's right, little chickens.
Little chickens.
Or whatever animal of the day was the topic of choice.
I loved our field trips.
Oh, yeah. The zoo. Go figure. I had George as a partner. Fuck, that's hot.
Yeah.
George as a partner for that. Yeah, my shots for that day were ass.
Yeah, dude, I thought I was taking pictures on my phone, and then I looked them up on the computer. I was like, wow, these fucking suck.
You didn't use the camera?
I started using it towards the end, but I thought my phone camera would be fine.
Galaxy cameras. I love Galaxies, but
It was an Asus at the time. I had an Asus Zen phone.
oh, that's a little better than the Galaxies.
I thought, but it really wasn't. Well, I mean, phones have still, since 2 years ago, the cameras have gotten way better. But anything else you have to talk about, my good sir?
Huh. I guess what we can expect from the future, you were talking about a Fallout live stream type thing?
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yes. Oh, my fucking rag's gonna blow off. As I get closer to you guys, I'm gonna be talking. Hold up, I need to fix some stuff on the camera because I'm trying to not to have it overheat. Oh, sorry guys.
Is the camera on its rag? Or is the rag on the camera?
What?
Insert applause for that joke. That's applause worthy. I meant in post, but that works too.
I don't think I'm gonna get this. Oh god.
Oh shit, Chrysler.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep talking and try to fix this camera. You know how I always fuck shit up. Oh, actually,
It looks fine.
camera died, sir. Well, this is the audio portion of this podcast, people.
So it'll be black and then they'll still hear our voice?
Yeah, I also upload them on like podcast apps too. So I mean.
Oh yeah, remind me. I'll download that to listen to them.
But as we close things up here, just some little plans for the future.
Is the laptop okay? Or?
Yeah, it's plugged in. The laptop's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, we have some other things coming. I want to get a set so it's not so fucking janky when I get up on the roof. Probably like, I'm most likely gonna like build a little room or something, like like a floor and 3 walls, maybe a little roof. Yeah, a roof for sure, because I'm not gonna sit in the
At
sun.
least a canopy or something.
Yeah, and like have a picture behind us. Maybe paint a picture like of a roof or something. I don't know. But yeah, we need to do something about this because this is a little janky. Robert got here like basically 3 hours ago and we just barely started recording.
Arizona was not made for this, but that just shows you how innovative Brendan is.
I do my best, guys. But anyway, yeah, we have some more stuff coming. I was thinking about some tabletop podcasting. We could play some board games. I was thinking the Fallout board game. That probably would be fun, and just having different people, Get some different people to play board games, record it. It could be a podcast, talk about some fun shit. You should get into MMA, dude, so we can talk about MMA.
MMA?
MMA.
Oh.
UFC. You should try it. It's fun watching people get knocked out. Or submit it, it's like a chess match, depending on how the fight goes.
Oh, that's the mic.
Yep.
Hell, we can even do, would it possibly, do you have streaming equipment for your PS4 that we can, because...
I had an Elgato, but I sold it.
Oh, shit.
Maybe when I get some more money, we can do some more things, but...
Well, we can do the streaming feature and include our audio from headphones. It'll come out pretty good. On my channel, it comes out pretty good, but you have to include the audio of whoever's in the party and allow the permissions for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll stream gameplay, and the only time gameplay is interrupted is if you get a trophy or achievement. Or trophy in this case.
All right. Well, sir, do you want to plug your Instagram or your Snapchat or anything?
Sure, once I remember it. Okay. At Rob Parker _21.
If you couldn't tell, he's a Spider-Man fan.
Fuck Batman. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. I think we're good.
All right. Thanks for watching the Rooftop Podcast. Come back for the next one, guys. Goodbye.
Vagina.